Here's one of the coolest and rarest things I'll ever own. In the center of this ring is a sequin from the robe of King Tutankhamun. It's actually pretty crazy how he got this ring. When Brad was younger and first starting out in the jewelry business, he went to an auction and bid on this ring. It was in a group lot with a bunch of other little small gold rings. He was immediately drawn to the ring, but being new in the business with a limited amount of funds and clients to sell the pieces to, he was outbid, and the original lot of rings sold for over $20,000 to a lady in the business who was kind of crazy. When the original woman bought this ring, she was in her late 80s, and she ended up passing away a few years later. This ring was then sold at the exact same auction in a group with a couple other pieces of jewelry, and it sold for significantly less. Brad obviously remembered the ring from years before. So he bought the ring, and we started digging in and doing research. Inscribed in the ring is rose gold sequin from the robe of King Tutankhamun, R.W. Wood, 1933. So we took to Google. Robert W. Wood was a famous American physicist and inventor who made pivotal contributions to the field of optics. He pioneered infrared and ultraviolet photography. Mr. Wood was a metallurgist tasked with finding out how the Egyptians were able to turn the sequin a rosy purple. As everyone knows, Egyptians were so far advanced for their time, even in the jewelry making process. Mr. Wood traveled to Cairo. After countless experiments, the Harvard graduate and Johns Hopkins professor was able to determine that the Egyptians used arsenic and iron to create a pretty pink film on top of gold. There are a few little holes around the sequin which they used to fasten it to King Tut's robe. After Mr. Wood was able to determine how they turned the gold pink, he was able to keep one sequin, and he made this ring. This by far is the coolest piece of jewelry I have ever seen, and I really hope the Curse of the Pharaohs is not true.